arrived in Macedonia, crossing the border from Kosovo. Macedonia is well known for its mix of Balkan countries, mixed all together in one country, and all the beautiful landscape and traditional foods and beautiful cities. It's a very historic country. We are moving towards our first destination, which is Ohrid, and it is a city known for being right next to a big lake which is connecting Macedonia and Albania. So here we go. This is the old town entrance of Ohrid. Starting right over here, and it starts with a brick wall. It's a town near the big Lake Ohrid, which is connecting Albania and Macedonia. Ohrid is known for its many churches, and it's also known as the Jerusalem of the Balkans. So Ohrid is known for its small streets here and cobblestone pathways. I'll be walking around this little city here and see the churches and maybe the fortress here as well. I think it's a pretty cool place already. The Macedonian flag there at the end. We are close to the lake, but not all the way. Here we can see some of the lake. Old boat. So fun fact, Macedonia, or North Macedonia as it officially is called, it's my country number 40, North Macedonia. So it's a milestone for me. I think it's a good place to call it my number 40 country. Lots of little beautiful gardens here with flowers and peppers and stuff like that. Old city vibes. Also some gnomes. Pretty fun. We are moving towards the tallest church here in Ohrid, which is also where we can get the best viewpoints of the lake and the city. There's not many cars here, but there are some cars that's coming along the road here. And some motorcycles. Here are all the churches, but we are going to this one. Should be the one at the highest point. Some weddings going on here. Lots of weddings here the last couple of days in Kosovo and Macedonia as well. So I mixed the churches together, but this is St. Clement's Monastery, and it's also an important place here in Ohrid. This is actually one of the oldest Christian sites in the whole region. And St. Clement, he was a disciple of St. Cyril and Methodius. I don't know who they are, but that's what he was. Oh, there's a wedding going on right here. Didn't know that. So yeah, this place isn't just beautiful, but it also has a cultural and religious part of the history that shaped the region around here. It is mostly a Christian area, this. A lot of frescoes as well. As you can see here, it's from the 9th century to the 15th century. And apparently, Luigi, could you tell us about the one man in the fresco here?
Yes, this is Paulus. Paulus came 300 years or so after Jesus Christ's death, and he wrote many of the books in the New Testament. And supposedly he was inspired by the Holy Spirit to write them. So what he wrote came down from the Holy Spirit. Is the 100 years after Jesus' death.
Then Paulus came.
Then Paulus came.
Okay,
yes.
so a little correction here.
Is the claim, yes.
All right, so that's what most of modern Christianity is based on today.
Yes.
The Orthodox, or both of them.
Actually, the New Testament itself is based on Paulus' writings,
Yes.
which is a compilation of maybe half of the book. He wrote the Corinthians letters, Galatians, Philippians, and others. Most of his letters were written between around 50 and 60 AD, which is 60 years after Jesus' death.
Okay, so still recently after his death.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you for the correction, Luigi.
Yes, I'm sorry for being mistaken.
It's alright, we're all human. I'm only human after all. It's a beautiful church. I don't know if it's an Orthodox church. I think it is, because the Orthodox typically has much more frescoes and pictures in their church. I don't know what this is. A hole?
It's the oldest mirror in the world.
Great. From here we'll take the path down to another viewpoint, and the church on the whole way on the top, which I mixed together. That's the one we really want to see. Ohrid is very beautiful, except trash mountains. Not as beautiful. Reminds me of India. The smaller of the churches, but this one is the one with the great view just by the sea, unlike the other one, which is a little bit further away. Like, I really love how beautiful this lake is. It's just over there. Albania is, connects the two countries. This old city of Ohrid. There's also a lot of cafes and some beach stools down there where you can maybe jump into the lake. Great lake. So all of these churches are pretty old. This one is also probably about 1,000 years old. This one is Church St. John Cyrillian. Yes, sorry for butchering the name. I'm not very good at Macedonian or Greek names. Beautiful, very beautiful. You can also go around here. There's a cliff just beside the church here. Oh, that's not for tall people like me. I'm just gonna hit my head here, so let's just bow down. So you have to pay €3 to get inside of the church, but around it is free. Just okay, I don't have to enter it. Or we saw another church. We don't have to see all the churches in the world, but we need to see the beautiful sights. It's pretty cloudy today as well. There are some people around here, but I don't think it's too overcrowded and too touristic. We are also out of peak season, so that helps not being too overcrowded. Goes and get on top of the cliff here to get a better view of the church. Also a cliff here where you can take pictures if you want to, which we didn't feel like. Here in the fortress of Ohrid, with this rugged terrain here, quite difficult to walk on actually. There's also a little forest here close by, pine trees. Smells good actually. But we are close by, and after that we will have some nice dinner, preferably some fish and chips. So here is Ohrid fortress with a gigantic Macedonian flag in background here. Unfortunately it's closed at 16 o'clock. We were a little too slow. But this is the biggest fortress here in Macedonia, and it was built 200 years before Christ in Levi time. Has been the fortress in the Roman, Ottoman and so on rule. It's been well used and it still stands here. Over 2,000 years old. Sadly it's closed, but we can just see the entrance here. Churches here are inspired by Armenian architecture, I'm getting told. So we came to this pizzeria here in Ohrid. It's called Via Sacra. We were supposed to go to a fish house, but the majority voted against it. So now we're eating pizza instead. So here we have our first dinner in Macedonia. With some delicious. Wow. So this one is a traditional, damn I can't remember the name, pastirma I think he said. Pastirmia with chicken, looks very crispy. And this one I'm very interested in is with free mushrooms, which should be a very popular and good pizza. A mushroom here. Whoa. It is wood oven pizza. So it has 3 kind of mushrooms, not something I would normally eat, but the bread and the cheese is very delicious and the mushrooms are very creamy. So even though it's not something I would usually take, it's very good. So I would give it like 8.5 out of 10. Perfect, thank you.
Thank you.
There's also some sarma with some meat.
Oh, the cold sarma was
Oh, nice.
Anyways, let's try this. Looks like there's no sauce underneath, no tomato sauce like the pizzas. I think this would go well with some cheese, but there has no cheese. It's kind of a little bland actually. It should have some tomato sauce or cheese. But the bread is as good as the pizza. But I prefer the pizza. I would give this like a 6 out of 10 because the chicken doesn't have a lot of flavor. Yeah, but the bread is very good. So this is not the main road, but one of the main roads of Skopje. Lots of cars are coming through here. So here is our first breakfast and brunch place. And the first impression of Skopje is it's very mixed here beside the very busy street here. It has a lot of Soviet Union architecture, like the old buildings there are giving me those impressions. After the breakfast here, we're going to Matka Canyon, which is one of the places I'm looking most forward to, where we can rent a boat and go around the water there. We've got some cappuccino here and some iced macchiato and a chia pudding, but I don't actually know what it contains, this one. So let's just try this one. I'm sorry for the noise, but it's a very busy road right here. Chia pudding here. I don't know what it's contained. It looks like peanut butter and some, what's this, frozen berries. I'm not very good at mixing it. It's very salty from the peanut butter. And it's very heavy. The berries are frozen. That's kind of weird. So it doesn't give a lot of berry taste. I think if the berries were fresh instead, it would be better. It's not very nice to eat frozen berries. I'll give this like a 6 out of 10. The peanut butter adds a little bit. This is pesto and cheese toast. Is apparently very famous in this cafe here. A lot of tourists pick this one, and that's so popular choice. So let's try it. Very big bread. Cheese and pesto. I can't taste anything else. Bread is pretty good. It's very salty. If you like that, that is good. And the bread is in between crispy and soft, but it was popular, so I took it. I'll get 7 out of 10. It's at least it's better than the chia pudding. So here we have the Italian ham chicken sandwich. I thought it had cheese, but it doesn't have cheese. So the texture of the bread looks like it's homemade, and inside it is some tomatoes, cucumber, pepper, chicken, and it looks like pesto as well. And under it, oh, there is cheese under it. Okay, so that's not true what I said. There is cheese under it. But it's nice with the vegetables. It gives a little freshness and a little different taste. The chicken ham is a little salty. It's like the ones you buy in Denmark in the supermarkets. Put it on some sliced rye bread and a little bit of pesto. I can't really taste the cheese actually. I'll get it a 7.5 out of 10 because it has chicken, and chicken makes it a little bit better, a little bit more fresh with the vegetables as well. So Matka Canyon is one of the more beautiful places in Europe. It is in the UNESCO Heritage Site and it is also chosen as one of the more beautiful sites in some kind of list. I can't remember the list. There's also like 20 endangered plant species and 77 butterfly species here. Lots of animals, snakes, and so on. There's the Vrelo cave, which is one of the deepest in the whole Europe. A very interesting place where you can get inside with a kayak or a boat, which we're going to try to reach. One little ice cream store here. I especially like the one with the Facebook and TikTok flavor. My favorite kinds. Dividing the canyon is a massive dam right here. Look at how blue or green or blue, whatever the water is. Doggy. Merhaba.
Buyurun, hoş geldiniz.
Hoş bulduk.
Tekrar var abi.
So another fun fact I noticed is there's a lot of people from Turkey, and I am assuming it's because they don't need a visa to get into Macedonia. I'm not sure which kind of boat we are going to rent because my sister is a little scared, but right now we are looking.
Ej, det er sådan noget Pakistan, eller hvad?
And another Orthodox church here. You can just look at that. It's a very beautiful place. I really like these nature places much more than the cities. Not a very big surprise. There's also a hotel here if you want to stay. It could be pretty cool actually. I don't think you can enter the church here. So I paid.
Say wallah.
Wallah.
Billah.
Billah.
Washot. Apa gujteki? Hambe. Kırk.
Yes, he's he Skanderberg.
Van kun me bli ta pa ku janë sen?
Kush restoranti? Shko drejt. Po. Prit, kush shkon ti?
Can you tell us? Can you tell us? You want me to pay again?
Go brother. Pay for water.
Is it because we took over your country a long time ago? You want to get revenge?
You say to me, I understand you are joking, but if somebody other heard you, they will really attack you.
Ah,
Because most of the people, they know the very nice history. I know that we are joking.
Yeah,
no
we're just
problem.
joking,
Yes,
yeah.
I know. I understand you, but if they heard you, then
they get angry.
of course. Then I need to take them and to throw in the water.
Okay.
I have a situation.
Ja, Balkan.
I'm Albanian, and I need to. I see the tourist. So if you are Albanian, I will speak to you Albanian. I will not speak to you Macedonian or Chinese or Japanese. You say why you speak Albanian.
Really? Why?
Why the fuck I need to ask you? They say to me, why you speak Albanian? You don't speak Macedonian. You speak Albanian, why you don't speak Macedonian? Why I need to ask
They
you?
get angry for that?
Yeah. And then he went back with a ear to this side, teeth down. With this, there is no compromises. With this kind of people, only tongue.
This is extreme. We're just joking. It is a part of it. Like we're just making fun and having a good time.
We can do fun because we understand it. So
Yeah,
we
yeah.
love Turkish people, but they don't love us.
Oh, no.
Pakistani, let's go.
Pakistan.
Hadi Arab.
And just after he told us that, there's just a fez right here which says we are the grandsons of the Ottomans. Ligner han ikke sådan en tjetjener, eller?
Ja, men albaner.
Er det rigtigt?
Ja.
He looks like MMA fighter.
And Dagestan.
Dagestan, yeah.
Vi er hårdt arbejde.
Mountains.
Altså vi arbejder i bjergene og sådan noget der. Vi har oplever lidelse.
Çok
Jeg
şükür.
skal lige drille ham lidt tyrker lidt. Jeg tror det er fordi du er tyk, bro. Vi har det der i os, den nationalitetsfølelse.
Svært er det fordi jeg er tyk.
For så der förmodligen så jag mitt råsbacka hvor.
Ja.
Nej, men det kan godt se mig om det, ja. Skal du gå eller køre?
Ten goed.
Han siger nej, men det er det, ja, bro.
That's wanneer met die het Østsen, ja, det zijn de typisch zo, dat snow zit in grond.
Han siger hundene, bro. Hundene, de går efter din chick.
One of the biggest cave systems in the world. It is 77 meters long, as far as they know. So there's an upper cave and a lower cave, which we aren't able to access because of the water. Well, let's see if we are able to see anything with this camera. Very cold in the cave here. So we are able to see inside the cave here, which is very nice after all the heat. Hvad siger han?
Det er fordi, han oplevede det der, hvor han bare troede, han lavede sjov med folk og sådan noget der. Så var nogen, der optager ham, så bagefter så var han kommet i sådan nogle nyheder, bro, hvor han ikke vidste det.
What?
Ja, det er fordi, han spurgte der, hvor han har så joket med dem, og så har de bare postet ham.
Wow, this is a very colorful cave here. Didn't know there were colors inside. Det er rigtig dejligt koldt derinde.
Ja. Flot grotte på forvejen.
Balina, vi siger det også på tyrkisk. Balina. It looks like a whale.
Wait.
Oh, it looks like fire. Find out. Wow. So this must be the part of the cave which is underwater. I am under the water. We're not able to see much with this camera lens, unfortunately, but it is what it is. This is the underwater cave.
Det er undergrunds. This is map.
This little bit. I'm very fat. Thank you. Very good.
Shpina, është një ndër shpinat më të thellta në Evropë. Nëse silikon është bukur tash.
Filament. Filament. Filamanere, ja.
Sen Arabse.
Dat is hartstikke Araber. I haven't been in a lot of places in Macedonia yet. Ohrid, a lake, and Matka Canyon. I would say the nature experiences here, only for these two, is worth visiting. It's very beautiful and very calm. It's also very accessible. Matka Canyon at least is more accessible than Ohrid. You have to walk a little bit more hills and stuff like that. But also the prices are very reasonable around here. If you are from a Western country like I am, like I'm from Denmark, so that's also my perspective always when we come to these places. It is a Western perspective. I'm not being objective, I am subjective. Anyways, I really love these nature experiences like this. It really clears my mind and it really gives me a very nice impression of a city, except when I see stuff like this, like trash. Here is the Riverside restaurant entrance. We should find our table here. Beautiful. Beautiful.
And there's fat boys on the side.
Yeah, nice fat.
So that's eligible for you. Very nice. And you're a fat boy. I'll just sit on you.
So here we got a dessert called tufahia. It is apple with honey and cream and hazelnuts. So let's just try how that is. It tastes a lot of honey actually, and the apple is very fresh. I really like this actually. It's a little heavy with the cream, but it's very nice to have after I have walked a lot. There's also some walnuts. It wasn't hazelnut, I talked about it's walnuts. And they add a little bit of crunch to it as well. I would say this is really nice. I give it like an 8.5 out of 10. It's nice with the surrounding river here as well. So right now I'm at the Mustafa Pasha Mosque here in Skopje. It is from the 15th century, from the Ottoman period, and it's one of the most well-kept mosques here in the city as well. What makes this one special is that it actually is a bit bigger than the Sinan Pasha Mosque in Kosovo. Just gonna quickly just show because it's time for prayer, but no problem, I am Muslim. There's a very tall dome as well. And Luigi is just over there making his prayers. Very beautiful architecture. And here's the women's praying area, where they get a much better view of the mosque. It's a little cheating. So just on top of the hill right here, right next to it is Skopje Fortress, or Kill Fortress is it also called. Maybe you can make out some of the outer walls here. Just over here the wall is. Looks like the fortress is free. It's a nice surprise. The fortress here dates back all the way to the 5th century. The one with Ohrid was also very old, actually I think it was older than this one. But from here you can get one of the best views in Skopje. The 3 flags here, the Macedonian flags, we're able to see. And we can see the modern city and the old bazaar. Also the mountains in the distance, of course, as you can see right here, with the big cross on top. I'm not sure you can see it on the camera right here, but it's also very nice and windy up here because it's very hot, so it can cool down a little bit. Really get the feeling of how it's to be a archer back in the days. It's all the way from the Byzantium Empire, this building, this fortress rather. Yeah, view of the old fortress courtyard here. Walking down from the fortress, there's just a random horse walking around by itself. Yeah, welcome to Balkan. Pink hostel or brothel. Oh, it says hostel, sorry. I'm sorry. Right around the corner should be a patisserie. Oh, it's just here. This is the old streets of Skopje. You can see the very Ottoman inspired, I mean not inspired, it is literally Ottoman streets. Here it is, delish. Will make the women in the group happy. This is San Sebastian cheesecake, and it's popularized with milky chocolate cream in Istanbul, but it is a Spanish dessert. This is very delicious. Cheesecake. Wow, that's good. Buttery, creamy, cheesy, and chocolatey cheesecake. You get a 9 out of 10. And this is profiterole, but their own kind of it. It's very different than I'm used to. Okay, smell.
Yes, good.
It is with cream and chocolate outside.
Can I have one more fork?
Looks homemade.
Ej, deres creme er god, man kan også se det.
Damn, this is also good. And normally I won't lie, I don't like profiterole normally that we get in Turkey. But this one is much better. It's like crumbly and creamy inside with the cream and sweet outside with the chocolate. Okay, that like an
My God.
8.5 out of 10 as well. Thank you very much. So they have invested a lot of money in these old bazaar. I talked with the owner of the patisserie and he told me he had the store for like 2 years. And the tourism has booming lately, so the price has also skyrocketed. But you know, from a Western standpoint, from a place like Denmark, it's really cheap. Macedonia, I would say, but for local people, it's very expensive. It sucks. Also, he started in Turkey, so that's pretty fun. All these old places here, all old Ottoman streets. There's a lot of Turkish tourists as well, he told me, because of no need for visa. That's probably right. Is that probably also Turkish? I thought it was a little small place, but this is an open bazaar. All this is the bazaar. We're just walking through the bazaar here. We found a very ordinary Turkish street food here called tantuni. And my sister wanted one, so we're gonna try that. So the one our chef here is making is one with chicken, but we order one with meat, which is more the classic type. Usually, so he normally dips it on the meat or the chicken to get some flavor from that. And then this one is with yogurt, so it gets more moist from the yogurt as well. And some oil here. The tantuni waleo. This is a wrap with meat and tomatoes with the sauce.
And a lot of onions,
Herbs and onions as well. I mean, it's very delicious. The bread is kind of chewy, but the herbs and the onion and there's yogurt as well. I forgot to mention that. It's very tasty. But the bread is very chewy.
I'm not agreeing at all. I think it's 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
Yeah, really.
Okay.
I do really like the taste and also the chewiness.
Yes, this is my sister, by the way. I agree with the taste. It's very tasty, but I don't like that the bread is kind of chewy. So I will give it 8 out of 10 for the taste, but for the bread, brings it down a little bit. But it's subjective, so I respect that someone gives it 10 out of 10, which I don't. Here's the main square in the old bazaar. So the funny thing is, as soon as I entered the store, he knew I was Turkish for some reason. He started to speak Turkish to me. That's kind of funny, until they told me that most of the tourists here are Turkish, so that makes sense. But then again, in Balkan, he thought I was an Arab, so we get thirsty very quickly here. Just ordered some orange juice and some pomegranate juice. This is always nice and refreshing. Lots of restaurants right here. Mostly of them are Turkish inspired or Albanian inspired. I think because most of the tourists here are from Turkey, so most of the food here is Turkish inspired food. Oh, a cozy place. I really like this place. It very shines up in the night here, or evening here rather. And just next to the old bazaar here, there's some Albanian sculptures about Skanderbeu again. I love Skanderbeu, yeah, alright. And some more monuments here. So this is Jewapa. Jewapa. The Albanian version of the famous Balkan dish, and in Bosnia it's called Jawabčići. I tried it in Bosnia, but I never tried it here, so let's see if it's any different. It is minced meat with bread, and usually with white onions as well. So I'm gonna have it with a little onion here, like this. Wow, this is really good.
Ja, dat is really good.
The meat is very fatty, and the onions are sweet, and the bread is spicy. It goes very well together. It reminds me a lot of the one I had in Bosnia, but this is really good as well. They gave us 10 pieces for, I can't remember how much, but it's not a very expensive country, so not a lot. Anyways, I'll give this like a 9 out of 10. It tastes of meat and salt, and it's very buttery. And it doesn't have a lot of spices, but it doesn't need to, because the meat speaks for itself. It's my least favorite place in a vacation, or in general a mall. We will hopefully get out of here as fast as possible. In the mall here we got some Arabian dessert breakfast, falafel and fatoush and baba ganoush and hummus and a chicken wrap. And Luis over here, he loves Arabs.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. And here we have
This is lentil soup. This is originally Turkish, I would say. But if you ask the Albanian guys over here, he would probably say
it's Albanian lentil soup.
this is actually very salty, and I think the Turkish one is better. But I'll give this 7 out of 10 because actually it's eatable.
Could you describe what's it lacking? Is it taste, or is it consistency, or?
Consistency, it's too liquid. This is normally more filly.
So thickened,
Yeah, it
more
should
thick.
be more thickened, and also the taste is way too salty. This normally consists a lot more herbs.
So maybe on a cold winter evening it would be nice.
It would be nice, yes, it would. But I think every kind of soup makes the winter weather better.
Oh, all right.
And the square here is the main square, connecting the old of Skopje to the new of Skopje.
Philip II.
It is Philip II of Macedon, but at least he is from Macedon, and he's also a historic figure. Oh, there's some water show now. So another thing about this square here is there's no shadow for the next 10 minutes when walking around here, so I hope you remember some sunscreen, because I surely didn't. There are also some other monuments here with pregnant women. Maybe they were Alexander the Great's wives or women. So this is the stone bridge, which is also a famous part of Skopje. The sun really burns my eyes. It's a very strong sun right now. So those statues, also the bridge over there. Bridge of statues and classical buildings here as well. Oh, here comes a group of 1 million children. So of course the bridge here is super cool and very historic, but I'm gonna be honest, I think it's super annoying with the 500 musicians here playing 4 different songs at the same time. Of course they're trying to appeal to Turkish tourists, like a lot of Turkish tourists right here, but it's quite annoying to take it all in, like this woman here who plays annoying music. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Well, this one is 22 meters tall. Very delicious. I changed my mind. We will have one of these ones with lime.
Guys, as you can see, he's standing in a line because he wanted a cake anyway, but somehow he chose the one with lime and not with chocolate, which is a surprise. We're not used to it. We're not used to the fact that he's choosing anything else besides chocolate. But as you can see, the fatty over there is very happy. Not the one in white shirt, but the one in yellow.
So this is a lime tart with, I don't know what it is, cream. It tastes like lemon curd, but doesn't have a lot of lemon in taste. I would say outer part is very crunchy, which is pretty good, but the lemon curd part isn't very lemony. As I said, it's not very sour, it's very sweet, but the texture of the cake or tart rather is pretty good, I would say. It doesn't have a lot of flavor of lemon, so therefore I can't give it a high score of more than 6 out of 10, sadly, but it looks very pretty. Also now that the aftertaste is setting in, it has a kind of a eggy taste, which I don't like, so I'm going to drop the score down to 5 out of 10. We are now in front of Mother Teresa's memorial house, and fun fact, she was actually born here in Skopje. No, she was not born in Skopje. She was born in Macedonia. And this is a memorial house for her. And inside there's pictures and documents and personal belongings that tell her story. It's also a little church, a chapel, and a museum at the same time. It says here on the sign that it's free of charge. I don't know if it is starting up here. Oh. Some historic parts of Mother Teresa's life here. Some personal belongings, her bed, and that's her. So this is the chapel part of the museum. Another church or attraction, another renovation where we can't enter, sadly, again. I know what that means, but what I know is there's a lot of people who wrote their name here, and one of them is not me, but someone wrote my name, which is not me, I swear, and my sister's name as well, and she didn't do that either. So my impressions is that the newer parts of the city here isn't nearly as charming as the older parts we were at yesterday, like the old bazaar, much more nicer. These new parts, they don't have the same kind of character or personality as the older parts of the city has. There's also a lot more traffic, which I don't like. Yeah, I'm not really a metropolitan, whatever, a big city guy. So now we are here just in front of Church of St. Clement of Ohrid, and it's one of the largest Orthodox churches here in North Macedonia. And again, a lot of frescoes with Jesus Christ at the top here. It's actually, wow, very different than I'm used to. Like, I've been to tons of churches, but I've never seen a church like this. That's very cool. Would you say it's cool, Luis? It's very different.
It's different. Everyone is still very sad, as always.
Everyone in the frescoes here are looking very sad.
Actually, that one over there looks like he's smiling a bit.
The Virgin Mary, maybe? I don't know. Well, this is how they pray, Orthodox Christians. They kiss their knees and their shoulder, and I think they make a cross, and they bow down to Jesus and kiss his picture. And some priests are making a speech right now in a language we don't understand, sadly. And they have a lot of statues in this city as well. This one of a lion. Triumphant, is it called the bow? Triumphant rainbow? I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, this is another one. So right in this souvenir shop, Mother Teresa's house was. She must have sold many souvenirs to a lot of children. Yes, that was what she was famous for. Yeah, that's what it says. Here was Mother Teresa's house. So right here the Mother Teresa's house was. But it's not here anymore. It's just a single rock left there. Feels like there's a lot less of young people here compared to Kosovo. And the vibe is also much more relaxed, I would say, or maybe a little, what should I call it, like dimmed down or tranquil, maybe. The older part of the city here is much more worth to visit. The newer part, for me at least, is not giving me a lot. Like, it's a very usual Balkan capital city, which is like Pristina, which I didn't enjoy a lot either. It was also a little bit more on the boring side, but at least there was a lot of young people, which gives the whole different and more energetic vibe compared to here in Skopje. Or maybe it's because it's too hot and people are not out. I mean, there are people out. It's just sometimes you can't explain it, it's just a vibe. Now we are over the stone bridge again and found our way back to the old town, which is the best town of Skopje. Or rather, it's called the Old Bazaar, but I'm just gonna call it the Old City. Turkish dessert. It is almond cookie with some cream underneath.
Inside.
Inside, yes, underneath the top part. That's what I meant. So here's the cookie with a cream inside. As I said, it's very soft. It's like a gigantic macaron. Taste is very different. It's much more of a almond-like taste, and with the cream just takes it a little bit on top. If it was completely freshly made, it would have been even better. Yes, I get like a 9 out of 10.
No, I mean,
Whatever. So this is our last dinner here in Macedonia. Chihuahua.
Cheboba.
Cheboba. Kimira bobo. Kimira bobo. This is the new part of our dinner, which we haven't tried before. It is sausage with cheese. It's kind of like the Chihuahua bobo Chihuahua. But it's very salty. I can't really taste the cheese either. I don't know if there's anything wrong with my taste buds, but I can't taste the cheese. I like the Chihuahua, whatever. This one better. This is the local living areas in Macedonia, or Skopje rather. Here is the last cafe or breakfast place. Looks very hipstery. Here we got our drinks while they're waiting. Of course, the very trendy matcha latte, raspberries, and another matcha latte. It's quinoa and I think it's chocolate because it felt a little melty. It looks like this inside. I think it also has figs. It's very fresh and crunchy, very crunchy. Ah, this is the quinoa. That's why it's crunchy. It's the quinoa. I thought it was like rice or something like that. I think that's the whole thing. 3 ingredients, but it's actually quite fresh and rich in flavor. And it's cold as well because of the raspberry, because they're frozen. Give this like an 8 out of 10. First thing I can see this, that the portions are very generous. Have some hummus with the owner is very generous with her portions and also very reasonably priced. Like see this gigantic salad compared to my hand here, and my hand is very big. I ordered a smoothie bowl here because I wanted to relive the moments in Bali. Has some coconut, raspberry and some granola. Under it is a smoothie with, I think it's mixed berries and fruit, but I know it contains banana. It really does remind me of the time I was in Bali. It's pretty good. It's chocolatey granola as well, which goes well with the fruit and the coconut. Sour and a bit sweet. Give this a nice 9 out of 10. And then there's chicken salad, avocado toast, and I can't remember what kind of toast that was.
Chicken mustard.
Chicken mustard. How is it, Luigi?
The mustard taste is very good because it balances with the sweet taste of the tomatoes. So I'd say all around very good toast. The chicken is also not dry, it's like it's a little bit moist, so all around it's a very good sandwich.
It's good for someone strong like you. Mediterranean is a Mediterranean bowl. It's a very large portion. I've never seen so big a portion of salad ever. This is also quinoa, tomatoes, lettuce, olives, tomato, there's some tzatziki, some feta, and some shredded chicken. The cheese is very creamy, goes very well with the salad. Incredibly delicious feta cheese, I would say. Let's try the chicken here. Very good. It's fresh, it's crunchy, it's creamy at the same time. I give this actually like a, for me, I like heavy food, so I would give this like 10 out of 10. Very delicious. And that's all for my Macedonia trip. All around I would say the nature here was great. And the whole bazaar as well. Matka Canyon and Ohrid Lake was beautiful. And there are lots of diverse population here. The newer parts of the city wasn't for my taste, but the old parts of the city were very great. So again, very generous of the owner here of Nama, the place called. She gave us these, what should we call it, truffle chocolate balls for free. Let's try that in a moment when they're cooled down a little bit. I mean, warmed up a little bit, not cooled down. So I think they have heated up a little bit now, so we can try this chocolate ball. It looks like it has some orange. It's dark chocolate, outer shell. I think it is old bowl with some orange. Something we also see in Denmark in some cafes, but it's a much larger one. Go well as a breakfast thing because it's not too sweet, but it's frozen, so I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt. Say it would be better when it's not frozen, but I'm impatient. I give this like 8 out of 10. I can't taste them all because the other people also has to. I think this cafe is very surprising here in Skopje. It is like a very local neighborhood, but it looks very Nordic. It's like something you would find in Copenhagen. Very creamy colors and woods and marble It's very much Nordic style. Very cool looking cafe. So my sister here, she liked the one with lemon more. What do you think, Luigi? Okay, so we came back to our car. A little sad final impression here, but we got our car clamped, and they call I don't know, a man who will come here in a minute, and we will pay a fine of 1,000 dinar, which is like, it's not a lot. It is like 120 kronas or like 16 euros. So it's not a lot, but it's a little inconvenient.
Can I say a final thing? When we were sitting and eating, they were talking a lot about how good of a, final moments it was, and I was like, how, hold your horses, you'll never know. And then we came out to this.
Yeah. So, yeah, a little bitter note, but that's life. Thank you for your service. Have a nice day.
Sorry for this.
It's okay. This is your job. Have a nice day.